Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Now, it's a lot going on, okay? And I just kind of want to talk about this because it's been heavy on my mind, and I feel like I got to put my mind at ease so we can have this conversation. We going to have this conversation. I know it's much needed. We all need to talk, okay? So grab you a seat, get you some crackers, cheese and crackers, and let's sit down and let's have a conversation, okay? So Ice Spice BFF have been dropping tea on Ice Spice, and y'all know I have not been covering it. I haven't necessarily talked about it because I don't like the idea of a homegirl or like a, a friend going against her friend and exposing it because it just comes from a negative place. And so I didn't know what was true and what was false. So when they said that Ice Spice cheated on her producer slash boyfriend, allegedly, I didn't necessarily report on it or talked about it because I wanted like to leave more time to see if more information come out, because this girl was just online going off, kind of like similar to what JT did when she was going off on everybody, taking shots at this and that person. Anybody who wanted can get it. So I just didn't know, and I didn't want to speak on something or have an opinion or come and talk about something that wasn't fully done or I didn't know much about. But this situation is absolutely crazy, okay? Bananas crazy. So I'm gonna get to the text messages right away. So I'm gonna read these text messages to you. It's allegedly between Isis, aka Ice Spice, and this best friend that's exposing her. Okay, so the girl starts off saying, I laughed so hard. How the call end yesterday on a good note, like asking how the conversation went or the call ended. And then Ice Spice responded. She said, open-ended again. But then James called me with Nicki's old manager of 11 years. And he said she was being unfair, asking for too much, which is what everyone keeps telling me. But it's hard to negotiate with her because she doesn't let people talk like lawyers or James, etc. The friend responds back. She says, just woke up. That's just so annoying, bro. Does she just not realize that she's asking for too much? And then Ice Spice responds and says, no, she doesn't think so at all. The friend responds back. She says, so frustrating. Do you think you guys will be able to come to a compromise? And then Ice Spice responds. She says, hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie World soundtrack. And she continues. She says, which is an opportunity I brought her because Barbie asked me to do it alone. But since that's her brand, I invited her on, and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I cut her off, by the way. And I think when she said that, she was talking about her mother. She said, I cut her off, by the way, not speaking to her till January. And the girl responds. The girl says, OMG, how does she not realize that? It's not like they initially asked her to do it. That's the thing people always say about her. She'll always think she's doing you a favor. And then the girl puts a sad face emoji to her saying that she cut her mother off. And then she goes back to talking about Nicki Minaj. She said, did she do more, or do you just feel like that's what's best? And then Ice Spice responds and says, no, it's that plus she wants publishing from all my songs, including third-party writing competitions. So anything I write for other people or any songs I get on. Mind you, I had a Taylor Swift collab before I had a Nicki one. And then the girl responds. She says, is the Taylor collab coming out? And yes, I know. I mean, did your mom do more annoying-ish, or did you just feel like a break was necessary? Also, bro, now that I'm thinking about it, what you're saying makes a lot of sense. I think we're forgetting that when Nicki was coming up, the deals people were getting at the time, early 2000s, weren't artist friendly at all, literally not until recently. So to us, she's asking for too much, but because she's probably used to seeing labels take more, she feels like it's more than fair. And then the girl continues and says, it's not right, but she's much older, which is why she feels that way. The girl adds on and says, not right at all though. Ice Spice responds and says, and that's basically what she's saying, because she keeps saying, oh, when Wayne was signing me, I didn't question blah blah. But me and her are in different places in our career when that happened. Ice Spice continues. She says, like, I'm already signed, so why would I work backwards? And nah, it's just necessary. Like, she got gaslights me too much. I gotta love her from a distance for my mental health. And when she says that, nah, she's gaslights me, she's talking about her mom and saying that she has to love her mom from a distance. And then the friend says, this is the best way I can describe it, Nicki. It's like those people who believe that kids today shouldn't get student loans forgiveness because they had to pay for it when they went. So basically comparing it, say, hey, now people feel like kids these days should not get student loan forgiveness because back in the day they didn't have student loan forgiveness. So she's saying that that's how Nicki is, comparing the rap game and how Nicki's arriving, saying that her mindset is very old fashioned and very old school. She's not thinking of an artist like as an artist of today. She's thinking like back in the day and how they did things. So the girl responds. The girl says, no, Ice Spice responds, sorry. Ice Spice says, but mind you, we wanted to pay Nicki. And then the girl responds and says, if that makes sense. Like explaining about when she talked about the student loan, perception, saying how comparing the two. So she's saying if that makes sense. Ice Spice responds and says her artist fee, yes, 100%, saying that we was going to pay Nicki her artist fee 100%. However, that's not enough for her. She wants more and she's requesting all of this stuff. So Ice Spice continues. She says, I think she's jealous that I own all my masters because she said, James, you think you the man and think you so cool in the interview. I don't know why she mentioned that. And then the girl says, what? Like laughing emojis, like laughing crying emojis. I think that's laughing crying emojis. Anyways, Ice Spice said haha to it. And Ice Spice responds. She says, and James the one that said I own my masters in the Billboard interview? It's giving jealous 100%. The girl responds back to Ice Spice. And the girl also says it actually sad. And then Ice Spice responds and says she's showing it so much. Now that entire situation is just absolutely crazy. I talked about how Armand has spilled allegedly that Ice Spice and Nicki had gotten into it, or Nicki's upset with Ice Spice team, more so as her team for whatever reason, and we never knew why Ice Spice and Nicki got into it, or Ice Spice team and Nicki got into it. And this actually adds more details on what Nicki is mad at Ice Spice for, and it's absolutely crazy. This entire situation is absolutely crazy. And then the girl, I guess her name is Storm, but she says something else about Drake, and I found that interesting. So the friend name is Baby Storm. So the friend says, yep, at first we thought it was just because she didn't sign to him, but after years of him chasing her, we now know it's because she didn't F him. Drake is a terrible person and Kendrick is right about everything he says about him. So Ice Spice says, why Drake unfollowed me? And then the Storm girl put like question mark emoji, like weird face emoji. And the Storm girl said, you just peeped now. And then Ice Spice said, yeah, WTF, meaning what the F? Shaking my head. He probably mad because I didn't sign to his BFF. And then Ice Spice added something in the chat. And then the friend said he was too busy doing this to think straight. Ice Spice put the rolling eyes and a heartbreak. And then Ice Spice says, it's okay, watch this. And then the friend says, me thinking you were about to send something to watch. He's whack for that, but we already knew he's whack. It's Drake. To be honest, I wouldn't even be surprised if he refollowed you later. And then Ice Spice responds. She says, I wanted to follow more than the feature. And then the girl says, laugh my fucking ass off. That is such a you thing to say, but I kind of agree. I feel like him and you on a song wouldn't make that much sense anyways, to be honest. And then the girl says, but he's come back around, saying that he'll come back, but he'll come back around. Sorry. And then Ice Spice says, F it. He can stay over there with Lil Yachty. Laugh my fucking ass off. That's what the girl said. The girl said they love each other. I think they besties actually. And at the end of the day, you never needed Drake. So back to business. That's what the girl was saying to her, Ice Spice. So allegedly, child, Ice Spice and Drake. I don't know. Drake wanted to get with Ice Spice, and that's why he kind of played how he played. We just thought it was about him and her, or not signing together or whatever, or something with signing with Drake OVO. But allegedly it's not about that. Allegedly it's because Drake wanted, the draws, allegedly. Now it's a lot to talk about. Like, I'm a little confused about some things, okay? So I'm gonna talk about it here with y'all. Now, I thought that the Barbie world was a Saweetie type of thing. Like, Saweetie management came out and was saying how, things were supposed to run a certain type of way, that it was actually a Saweetie song, and she brought that song to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki played in her face and got Ice Spice on the song instead. And when, I guess Saweetie had the idea for the song, wanted to put Nicki Minaj on the song, and so they could go to, I guess, Astro World or whatever. Not Astro World. The people who did Barbie World, child, y'all don't have me sitting over here lying. But the people that did Barbie World, the soundtrack, who was doing the movie and everything, that they were supposed to take it to Barbie because the movie was in the works, and Saweetie knew about it and wanted that brand deal for herself, so she took it to Nicki and brought it to try to get Nicki on it, to say, hey guys, yeah, if I have Nicki Minaj, it'll be a big name. And she wanted it to do that. At least that's what the producer said.
Y'all gonna give me what I deserve. Now, if Sweetie wants to not trip, that's on her. If people involved with that trip, that's on them. But we crafted a record, okay, that was sent over to Nicki to hop on to submit to the Barbie soundtrack. She said she was gonna do it. I'll tell you everything that happened. It went to the point where the girl even signed the girl to the management team. They did a whole play. Then all of a sudden, a new version was created. Yes, it's a sample. You can do what you want. Yes, whatever. But nigga, you can't hear one thing, then go do, say you're gonna do this, then go do your version. It ain't happening like that. Anybody that's in this business knows that that's not how this works. It's a reason why, if, let's just say 1,200. Let's go 1,200 on my new project. Now, I ain't gonna tell everything. No, the thing is, I don't gotta, Marv, me telling everything is nothing. I can show you everything. All the emails, because I'm on them. Anyway, this is just, we just chitter-chatting. If I sent your ass to the motherfucker, if I sent you what I got, they're basically running the whole play that was set up by your.
But allegedly, the movie people came to Ice Spice about it first. So I don't know who's lying and who's saying what they're saying.
It's amazing. As the OG Barb, which is again another iconic moment, was an immediate yes for you.
Well, I would not with the songs, but I knew I would love to be a part of it. But there were a couple songs first I didn't. And then I heard this song, Barbie sound, and I told the person via text, I said, I didn't even want to listen to the song because a lot of people have sent me that sample for years, and I never like it. So the next day, I mustered up the courage to listen to the song, and then I loved the beat, and that sold me, and that's all I needed.
I think that, yes, I think Saweetie had the idea for the song, and Saweetie wanted to get Nicki on it because she's not a big enough name, so she felt like if she would have went, to the place or Astro World or whatever, the people doing the Barbie World song soundtrack or whatever, they weren't going to have Saweetie on it. I don't think she felt like they would have budged, but she felt like if I had Nicki on it, Nicki's such a big name, if I brought Nicki on it, it would have definitely looked good. And so Saweetie was willing to sign to Heavy on it and do the whole whatever it took in order to be able to, capitalize off the moment. However, because Ice Spice is a big name and Ice Spice is a big artist, I think that when Ice Spice got offered it and Ice Spice was like, hey, Nicki, you want to jump on it? She didn't mention, I don't think Nicki mentioned that Saweetie brought it to her attention prior to. And Ice Spice probably had the deal because Ice Spice had already had Astro World or whatever, the people already wanting to work with her. So Nicki took that jump. And Ice Spice was a big artist coming up. Everybody wanted her. Drake, which is a close colleague and a close friend to Nicki, wanted her. So it proved for Nicki Minaj to be lucrative. Like, hey, yes, give me the money. I want the money. And I get benefits off of you. In my opinion, this is all my opinion, my perspective. So I think that that's what happened. Nicki was like, hey, you're a bigger name than Saweetie. Yes, I could have Saweetie, and yes, Saweetie would have signed everything over to me, but you're a bigger name, and you're making noise right now. And it was Spike Cardi, like it was Spike Cardi, and it just looked like a good opportunity, or it felt like it would be a better deal if she got Ice Spice. So she went about it the way she did. But I definitely understand Ice Spice saying that I'm already signed. Like, why are you trying to put me up under your belt, do all of that without putting in the legwork, and just expect me to just be down with you or whatever, when I already had my label, everything, I was gonna pay you your artist fee, whatever, and that wasn't enough. You want me to be your artist when I'm already an artist, and why do you feel like you need my publishing or need all of this? However, in my opinion, I think that Ice Spice had agreed to this to get that Nicki look, to get the Nicki feature, everything. They told Nicki what she wanted to hear in order for her to get on a track, for her to do all the things that she did. Now, after she did that, Ice Spice was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that. And I think that's why Nicki's hurt, in my opinion. I think that this is why Nicki's saying used. Now, in a prior video, I did speak about it, and I did say that, Nicki Minaj definitely was used by Ice Spice, but I just felt like because of how she did Cardi, and Cardi will say that whole Munch song, oh, I didn't sound good on the track and blah blah blah. I think Ice Spice played in Cardi's face, and I'm gonna stand behind it. So I don't fool with Ice Spice because of that, because I feel like she played in Cardi's face. She came out and got that working with Cardi energy or whatever, and then she traded sides, in my opinion. So she always looked kind of like a snake. But in this situation, I don't feel like she's wrong. You already signed. Why would you give this woman half your publishing and all of that? It just didn't make sense to me, in my perspective. However, I do feel as though Ice Spice should have let Nicki Minaj know early on, before working with her, getting a cosign and everything. She got what she got from Nicki, and then decided to drop Nicki. I think she should have been honest from the gate and said, hey, this is, I'm not gonna do this. I think she agreed upon everything, in my opinion. That's why Nicki feels like she got used. I think Ice Spice told her what she wanted to hear, even though she knew everything was BS, or she didn't agree with giving this woman, all the percentages and all the things that she wanted, but she wanted the look. So they played in Nicki's face. I definitely feel as though that was the case. And it also pushes me to Nicki's artist. I don't know if you guys know about Nicki's artist. Well, allegedly she's been dropped from Heavy On It. Nicki has came out and said that she was never signed to Heavy On It. So Nicki Minaj said she was never signed to #Heavy On It. We were in talks. She never told me she doesn't want to sign either. I'm simply clarifying who is at present moment so that my company isn't misrepresented. We will update everyone on who's actually signed real soon. Got some surprises. So she's saying that the girl never was signed. However, the girl was in interviews telling people that she was signed. So now I'm confused.
Appreciate it a lot. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. And furthermore, to speak on that and your relationship with her, we see that she just started a label and signed a few amazing acts, and one of them was London Hill right here. So everybody in the room, give it up for London Hill. Thank you. Were you surprised? First, talk to me about how you getting the call and getting.
It's crazy. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't even breathe. I was like,
I'm so proud of you. Just so I can say that.
Thank you so much. I'm like, me. Everybody's like, yes, you, bitch, you. I was like, damn, do I deserve this yet? And that's how it was in my mind. And I was just like, nah, bitch, you deserve it. Like, if you coming hard like this, and then you just so creative, and I would sign me too. I would put every dollar into me if I was a label.
See what
Honestly,
I mean?
Yeah, I would.
So why would you question yourself and say, do I deserve
No,
this?
sometimes you just like, you just question yourself, like, oh, damn, for real, me?
So for me, it's just weird. Now she's not signed. I don't know, child. It's a lot going on. And Ice Spice saying what she said is like very, very interesting and telling to me. However, people are saying that Ice Spice did not unfollow Nicki, or Nicki did not unfollow Ice Spice. They still following each other online. So this all could be a misunderstanding, child. Who knows? But if I was Nicki, I wouldn't unfollow Ice Spice right now, because it's already too much attention. People looking at her crazy. crazy because they feel as though, why would she try to get all of this girl publishing and try to get, all the percentages, try to own an artist, especially an artist that's already signed. So I wouldn't make any rash decisions or any moves right now if I was Nicki Minaj. I don't know if she's gonna go on Station Head and address this. She might wait till everything dies down, and y'all know how Nicki is. She's gonna do that weird, quiet, squeaky witch voice and address everything so quiet that we can't hear her, but in a very witch type of tone. I don't know, you know how Nicki is when she gets on Station Head and does the she does that. So child, I really do see her addressing it later on, but I don't know, it's a lot going on with this entire situation. Is Nicki shady? Does she have a lot of shady business practices? Is that why ain't nobody trying to sign with her? These rap girls especially the rap girls who are already signed, are not trying to give up their publishing or give up anything for a Nicki Minaj, and allegedly she feels ways about that. She wants to be able to capitalize off of these girls because a lot of these girls use her name and her likeness to get on. And when they said the thing about Wayne, I definitely believe that, because Nicki's always talking about what happened with her and Lil Wayne back in the day and how she moved with Wayne and how Wayne did this and Wayne did that and da 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 da. It's just a lot going on with that. So I don't know if it all's true, but when they said that part, I really felt that part was true. Now, one of the Barb pages had this to say, and they got me thinking. So this is what's going on by their perspective. They said, okay, y'all, now I understand why Nicki was upset. Ice Spice, before Princess Diana or Barbie World were even created, had been gossiping behind the scenes that she wasn't interested in signing. Nicki had offered a deal with her own label and gave Ice Spice gave Princess Diana verse and paid for the video with her own budget under the conditions that she would sign to Heavy on It and grant publishing rights. The sneaky part is Ice Spice, knowing damn well she wasn't signing, and sacrificed rights on the remix for a career boost. The person said, notice the publishing on her regular project versus Princess Diana. Nicki felt cheated again because some girl basically used her for her come up. And this is what I'm saying, Ice Spice is very weird for doing all of that, because it's not even, I don't think Nicki should have asked for so much. However, I feel as though if Ice Spice wasn't with it, she should have spoke up early on and let Nicki know where she stood up for herself and said, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to sign with you. Let Nicki know what was going on. Don't benefit off of her and then decide that you don't want to do it when you got everything that you wanted out of the deal. I don't like that part about it. I felt like she should have been more transparent. She should have been more honest, but she got the look and basically played in Nicki's face. So if Nicki's feeling some type of ways the way she went about it, I don't think Nicki's so much upset. I hope Nicki's not upset that she didn't want to sign with her. It's just the way in which she went about it gave very sneaky, if all of this is true, because this is all alleged. I don't know. I wasn't there. This ain't my tea, but this is just my perspective on the entire situation. But y'all, let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Let me know what y'all think about Drake, child. Ain't Drake a horror? And him playing in the girl face, or we all thinking it was because she didn't sign with him whole time, he wanted to be with her, and there's alleged proof of it. I don't know. I wasn't, once again, I wasn't there. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.
I'm an icy girl in an icy world. Let you taste it. Congratulations. You can buy me here and fly me anywhere. Make you chase it. That's my